What is representation and why is it such an important concept in media studies?
Representation is the way in which something is portrayed. Someone's version of the truth. It could be the way social groups are represented, gender, ethnicity, age or class. Representation is a key concept in media studies as it's the way social groups or events are put together and communicated to the intended audience.
What is gender and what are some of the stereotypes associated with gender?
Gender is about being masculine or feminine, not male or female. Gender is socially constructed. Associated with gender, the dominant ideology would be patriarchy, the notion that we live in a society dominated by men where men have power economically and culturally. Men are stereotypically strong, have authority, are hardworking, physically fit/athletic, earn money and are very intelligent, independent characters, whereas women are stereotypically emotional, housewives, fragile, irrational, dependent and weak. Gender is a social contradict.
What magazine have you looked at in your investigation? Who owns it and what does it claim to offer audiences?
I looked at Sugar magazine, owned by Hachette Philippaki. Sugar claims that it gives the reader control, freedom of choice, the opportunity to join the VIP club, allowing them to appear as models, be agony aunts, be illustrators and write articles or fiction stories. Although without being VIP, you can still communicate with the editor via weekly emails or take part in the live events, for example yearly modeling competition, to get your talent noticed.
Who is the audience for Sugar magazine and what is their relationship with it?
Sugar is aimed at teenagers aged 11-19 from all around the world. Sugar is a very inclusive magazine, making the reader feel good whilst launching campaigns to advertise safety, showing they care about their readers. Teenage girls out of all age groups and genders have the closest relationships with magazines. They are seen as an essential. Sugar magazine is like a substitute friend, providing readers with fashion advice, someone to discuss problems with, agony aunts, and find the perfect boy.
What identity about gender does the magazine create for young women and how does it achieve it? Do your findings suggest that Sugar magazine for young women simply reinforces gender stereotypes? What evidence supports this?
Using evidence from a content analysis I made labeled with stereotypical feminine traits and stereotypical male traits. The majority of articles were connected to women being objects of physical beauty, dependent, sensitive or emotional, and 2 articles connected with stereotypical male traits, as well as 12 pages of advertisements advertising beauty, clothing, perfume and makeup, which shows the identity Sugar is trying to create for the reader is one that goes out to buy the latest beauty products, smelling of the nice perfumes and wearing the latest fashionable clothing. Connecting with the dominant ideology that women are like object and should be physically beautiful. Sugar magazine is constructed in a way so that the majority of the pages contain either fashion advice, latest fashion, makeup, hints, tips or emotional stories, which connotes that women are dependent and do concentrate on their appearance. This evidence shows that the dominant patriarchy with the stereotypical traits.
What other media does Sugar use to engage with its audience? How's this an example of the way in which media is becoming more convergent?
Sugar also has a website called Cigarscape to engage with its audiences, and like the printed version, the online magazine is free. This website is a good example of convergent as it is the online version of Sugar magazine, therefore of a similar general content consisting of online interaction, for example instant messages with advisors to talk about specific issues similar to agony aunts in the printed magazine, yet more direct, music, videos, online competitions to win prizes, most of the things the printed version contains.
Does the website simply reinforce or challenge gender stereotypes? In your opinion, what impact might the gender identity created through the Sugar magazine and through the Cigarscape website have on audiences?
As the general content of the printed version of Sugar magazine are similar with the makeup, Beauty tips and fashion. The identity created are similar. The stereotypical woman who is to be seen as beautiful and feels their appearance is important, and there is a fixed way they should look to be classed as beautiful, and for boys to like them therefore must go out and buy sugar to view the tips and latest fashion, new perfumes, good makeup, then encouraging them to go out and the items and products to look how they think they should.